Hello, passionate gamers, and welcome to Gaming News Weekly, a new video series talking about gaming news. This week we have a lot of news to talk about, so let's get started. The first bit of news is about Starfield. For the last few weeks, people have been worried about Starfield and the lack of marketing, lack of information. Well, worry no more because Starfield has just went gold. Bethesda announced this on their Twitter, saying that the game has went gold and it's even ready to preload. So if you have an Xbox or PC Xbox app, you can preload the game, but if you bought the game on Steam, you still have to wait to August 30th. I think it's okay because it's only like 2 days before the early access, and I guess you can download it then. The second bit of news is another good news for Starfield, and that reviewers have now review codes and they can start playing Starfield. They already started playing, and some reviewers started indicating on Twitter that they are playing Starfield all night and they are spending all night playing Starfield by posting some funny gifs that they are waking up late. I think this news is really good because reviewers have now enough time to review the game, and it's not like some bad games that release like they give them like 2 days to review the game, which is not good, and it's a bad sign. So this is good for Starfield. The last bit of news about Starfield, well, it's not news. I just wanted to tell you guys that if you don't want any spoilers about Starfield, you should avoid Twitter or should avoid like all social medias, because since people are playing it, they will start posting some pictures and some leaks start to happen, and we already have some leaks about small leaks about the menu and also some achievements, so be on the lookout. Moving on to some Steam Deck news. So we have some news about Steam Deck. So now Valve has a new program called the Certified Refurbished Steam Decks. That means that Valve is taking Steam Decks that people used but they sent them back, and they are fixing them and all and then selling them at a low price. So if you want a Steam Deck, you can buy it now for $300. You don't have to worry a lot because Valve is taking care of fixing them. I recommend that you watch some videos about people that bought these refurbished Steam Decks and see if there are any issues, or maybe there are issues but you're okay with them and you can fix them by yourself, because I fix it also sells some parts that you can replace on your own. The last bit of news is a small one, but I like to talk about this game whenever I have the chance to, and that's Hi-Fi Rush. So Hi-Fi Rush has surpassed 3 million players that played the game, and that's really good news. That shows that people enjoyed it, and I think even more players should play it. As a result of this news, Jeff Grubb from Giant Bomb podcast mentioned on his podcast that Microsoft is very, very happy with the team Tango Gameworks, and they're reinvesting in this studio and making it like better, and they're giving them more resources. I really like Tango Gameworks games like The Evil Within, Ghostwire Tokyo, and Hi-Fi Rush, which is my game of the year. So hopefully they have more games on the way. So next week we have Gamescom and Open Night Live. So if you are very excited for Open Night Live, you should lower your expectations a little bit. And that's because Jeff Keighley, the guy that hosts Open Night Live, mentioned on his Twitter that the show will mostly be about updates about the games that are coming out in the next 12 months, which means that there are not a lot of games that will be announced. We actually have some confirmed games like AC Mirage, Alan Wake 2, and Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty. So if you are excited for those, you should watch. So some other announcement is This is gaming, and we have a tradition, and that is delays. This week we have just two delays. One is a small one, which is Alan Wake 2 has a 10 days delay. October 17, it moved to October 27, and that's because there are a lot of game releases in October, so they wanted a little bit of breathing room, and they moved it to October 27. The other game that got delayed is Robocop Rock City. Sorry if you are a Robocop fan, but it got delayed to November 9. Activision just announced MW3 and showed a new trailer for the game, and the trailer shows the iconic No Russian scene, and it's an altered version. They don't show the entire scene, but they hint at it. As part of this announcement, they also mentioned that Zombies is coming back, and the game will have the largest zombie map. So the game also releases on November 10. If you are excited for that, mark your calendar. I almost forgot, but leaks and rumors say that most of the maps for this new code game is remastered version of the MW2 of the 2009 game. So those are classics. People are very happy about this. For this COD game, they are also implementing some features that the fans wanted. So that's really good. So recently we had THQ Showcase, and as part of that showcase, THQ showed one really cool game, which is TMNT Last Ronin. So if you don't know about TMNT Last Ronin, it's a comic book adaptation, a story where all the TMNT Ninja Turtles die except one of them. This Ninja Turtle actually masters all the other equipment of the other Ninja Turtles, and it's meant to be a gritty story. The studio also mentioned that they want to make their own God of War Ragnarok. I don't know about that because the studio is relatively small and less known, so I doubt they can make something big, but who knows, we will see. So as I was editing this video, I realized that I forgot one bit of news that went under the radar, and that Rockstar bought 5M and Red M, the makers of an alternative version of GTA Online and an alternative version of Red Dead Redemption Online. So some fans are worried about this news because maybe this is a 500 IQ play by Rockstar to buy these modders and remove these mods because they don't have a legal way of doing it. And this is because Rockstar does not make any money from microtransactions or anything like that in 5M and Red M, but they make in GTA Online. This also can mean good news for GTA 6. Maybe this team will work with the existing Rockstar team on GTA 6 multiplayer and make it a better experience. So we will see about this. This is just speculation at this point. I wanted to talk about it. To end this week gaming news, let us talk about recent releases that you should be aware of. Let's start by Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. This is a game that tries to be a spiritual successor to Jet Set Radio. The game has a story and lore, but the game is mainly about skating and doing tricks with your skateboard, bicycle, and rollers. The Steam reviews are overwhelmingly positive. The game is available on all platforms, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. An indie game that came out a while ago, but I still wanted to shed some light on it, is Deadlink. This game is a fast-paced shooter with a lot of style to it. The game has very positive reviews on Steam if you want to give it a try. It also has a demo. It's only available on PC right now. Maybe in the future they will have a console version. If you play games like Dead by Daylight, you will probably like this one. It's Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's an asymmetrical horror game where 3 killers play against 4 survivors. The game has very positive reviews on Steam, and it's also available on Game Pass. If you have Game Pass, I think you should give it a try. The game is available on all platforms except for Switch. The previously rumored Quake 2 remaster was released this week. The remastered version adds better visuals, game mechanics, and quality of life improvement. And the game is on all platforms, so if you have nostalgia for Quake, you should give it a try. It's also available on Game Pass. I'm not going to talk about Red Dead Redemption. I'm going to ignore it, just like Rockstar Games ignored PC gamers. That's it for gaming news this week. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did like the video, please press the like button and the subscribe button. If you did not like the video, press the dislike button and tell me down below in the comments what did I do wrong, what can I improve. If you want to be notified on whenever I go live or I have new video on the channel, press the bell button. That will send you notifications. That's it, gamers, for this week. See you guys next week. Stay passionate.